Good morning, welcome back to my channel. So today I am filming a what I eat in a day. I have a goal of losing about 20 pounds by June 1st. Today is February 26th. So we are pretty much at the end of February, and I think that 20 pounds is a good, attainable, realistic goal for me. And I just thought that I would document it, come back on here and start filming my what I eat in a days again. I'm in the car right now because I am at Trader Joe's just to pick up a few items. So I'm gonna go ahead and go shopping, and then we will get into what I eat for the day. This teriyaki chicken is what I'm gonna be making for dinner tonight, and you'll guys see later how good it is. It's so delicious, and it was so easy to make. It literally took like 10 minutes, and it was so good. And then obviously this is a classic from Trader Joe's, the orange chicken. Here's everything I got. I didn't just go to Trader Joe's, I also stopped by Vaughn's for toothpaste and some sandwich ham, like meat. And then for my coffee, lately I've been loving the Nescafe instant coffee. It's so smooth and it dissolves so easily into room temperature water. I like to measure out my creamer, so I'm doing 3 tablespoons of this Chobani caramel macchiato. It's really good. If you haven't tried it, I definitely recommend it. I also like to add in 2 tablespoons of half and half because I like my coffee pretty creamy. And then it wasn't sweet enough for me, so I like to add in 1 Splenda as well. I know that this might not work well with certain people, but I don't eat breakfast in the morning. I'm not hungry in the morning. I just like to drink my coffee. So here I am finishing off my coffee. I do like to add a lot of ice. And then, like I said, I don't eat breakfast, so this is pretty much what I have in the morning. And here it is all done. It is so delicious. I love this coffee creamer. It tastes so good. So now that it's time for lunch, I am going to be making an avocado toast with some hard-boiled eggs. So I don't put my hard-boiled eggs straight away into boiling water or into cold water. I like to put it in when the water is warming up, when you see those bubbles forming at the bottom. And then while my eggs are cooking, I am making some green tea for me and my husband. I like to brew the tea in these little cups because I'm making it iced. So then I'll just pour it into a bigger cup with cold water and some other stuff that you'll see here in a second. So I let my tea brew for about 5 minutes. I do have a short video here on my channel about how I make a whole pitcher of green tea. So this green tea is pretty much the same as that recipe, just made into single cups. I do like to flavor my tea with the peach kerns. It just adds a little bit of fruity sweetness. I do add a full 1/4 of a cup to my husband's tea because he likes his more sweet. And then I add half of the 1/4 cup measurement, or about 2 tablespoons, into mine. I like to add lemon into mine, but this is optional. My husband doesn't like it. I do like lemon with my tea. Once I've added everything into our cups, I go ahead now and add the green tea. 5 minutes. Usually the 5 minutes is up by the time I'm ready for the tea. So here I am just adding the green tea into our cups. And then I do like to sweeten our tea with agave. It's, in my opinion, it's the best tasting sweetener for tea, but you can sweeten it with whatever you'd like. And once my hard-boiled eggs have been boiling for about 15 minutes, I do put them in a bowl with ice water. All of the ice melted, but I just let them sit there for a couple minutes so they could cool down all the way. I like to use Ezekiel bread for my toast. I toast it and it's really good in my opinion, but I know some people don't like it. They think it's really dry, which it is, but I happen to love it. So here I am just adding my avocado onto my toast. It's pretty self-explanatory. Everybody makes avocado toast now, but what I like to do, I like to use 2 hard-boiled eggs and slice them up and put them on top. I only use the yolk from one of the eggs though, because the texture of the hard-boiled yolk, it's just not my favorite, but I do like a little bit of it, so I put the slices on top, and then I add the extra egg white from the other egg also on top. And then I love to douse my toast in everything bagel seasoning, and I'm not shy with it, as you'll see here in a second. And then if you like hot sauce, sriracha goes so good on avocado toast. It tastes so delicious, especially with the hard-boiled eggs and the everything bagel seasoning. It tastes so good. And then here's me just giving you guys a little taste test. It is so good. And so once it's time for dinner, I started cutting up 2 baby bok choys because I'm going to be making like an easy wonton soup with the mini chicken cilantro wontons that I got from Trader Joe's. So I'm just cutting the bok choy up into slices. And then on the stove, I do have some chicken broth heating up. So I'm gonna add 3 smashed garlic cloves, a piece of ginger, a dash of soy sauce, and then also a dash of rice vinegar. I did season my chicken broth with pepper and some chicken bouillon. I do use low sodium chicken broth, so it does need a little bit of seasoning. And then the teriyaki chicken, it is so good. Here's what it looks like when it's almost done. I did add some red pepper flakes right before I added in the teriyaki sauce. Now for my chicken broth, once it started boiling, I turned the heat down to medium, and then I went ahead and added the cabbage into the broth, let it sit for a minute, and then once it started boiling again, I added the mini wontons in. And you only have to let these cook in the broth for about like 5 minutes. I mean, you do want to check just to make sure they're completely heated through, but they didn't take long at all, and they were super delicious. I definitely feel like I could eat this soup for lunch. It's super easy and quick. Here's everything done. Here's the teriyaki chicken. And then we also had rice with the teriyaki chicken. This is the chili oil that I like to use. I added some into my wonton soup. It's super good. I feel like this chili oil is really garlicky, and I like that a lot. But anyways, that was what we had for dinner. It was super delish. And then to end my night, I did have another iced coffee. I did do a decaf. I'm Mexican, so I need to have my coffee and some type of pan dulce at the end of the night after I eat. So here I am just making a sugar-free vanilla decaf iced coffee. I am measuring out the tablespoons. This coffee is super low calorie because it is sugar-free. So I added in 4 tablespoons of half and half, and then my ice, of course, and then I like to top it off with a little bit of whipped cream and a little bit of caramel drizzle. Now this isn't exactly pan dulce, but it does satisfy my sweet tooth, and that was everything that I had for today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.